Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're digging into the story of Hanuman, and we're going to look past all the legends about his incredible strength to find out what really made him so powerful. And spoiler alert, it had nothing to do with lifting mountains.
When you think of Hanuman, what comes to mind? Probably this mighty warrior, right? The one who can literally lift mountains. But what if that's not the whole story? What if his real power wasn't physical at
Much
all,
deeper.
but something...
So, in this explainer, we're going to uncover those divine secrets. We'll look at the exact moments that took Hanuman from being this, mischievous kid to becoming the ultimate symbol of pure, unwavering devotion. Okay, so here's our game plan. We'll start way back, beyond the mighty warrior, with his divine birth. Then we'll see him as a mischievous sun chaser, follow his path of selfless devotion, and finally, look at his eternal presence today. All right, first up, a divine birth foretold. And this story, you might be surprised, doesn't start on Earth. Nope, it begins in the heavens, with a pretty incredible conversation between Lord Shiva and Mother Parvati. And what a plan it was. Lord Shiva himself says, I've decided I'm going to be born on Earth, as a Vanara, a monkey. And why? For one single profound reason. To be completely devoted to Lord
But this brings
Rama.
up a big question, a real cosmic puzzle. Shiva's whole mission was to be a pure devotee, totally free from any worldly bonds. So how on earth could his divine consort, Mother Parvati, be a part of that?
Well, the solution was absolutely brilliant. She wouldn't be a separate person at all. Instead, she would reside within him as a sacred extension of his own being, as the divine energy inside his tail. Think about that. His tail isn't just a tail, it's a hidden vessel for Adi Shakti, the primordial cosmic energy itself. All right, so that's his birth. Now for the next chapter, the mischievous sun chaser. Because, see, Hanuman was born with all this immense raw power. But it took a pivotal and kind of wild event in his childhood to really channel that power and set him on his true path. This whole day was just a whirlwind. As a kid, he literally sees the sun, thinks it's a ripe mango, and just leaps into the sky to go eat it. Can you imagine? Well, this leads to a clash with none other than Lord Indra, who strikes him down. But he's revived, and all the gods are so impressed, they grant him even more boons, making him basically invincible. But he's still a kid. He keeps causing mischief, and eventually some sages give him a sort of balancing curse. He would completely forget about all his incredible power until someone reminded him of it. It's fascinating. His power was now locked away, just waiting for the right moment. So you see the transformation here, right? Before the curse, he had all this unchecked power and was full of playful mischief. After, he's humble, his power is forgotten, and he's just awaiting his purpose. And here's the crucial thing to understand. That curse wasn't a punishment. Not really. It was more like a cosmic course correction, meant to channel all that power away from his own ego and point it directly towards selfless service. And that brings us to our next section, the path of selfless devotion. Because that mission, that purpose he was waiting for, it all clicked into place the very moment he met Lord Rama. That was the key that would finally unlock everything. The Vanara army is on a mission to find Mother Sita, who's been abducted. But they hit a massive obstacle, a literal ocean they can't cross. Everyone is stumped. And that's when the wise sage Jambavan turns to Hanuman and reminds him of who he truly is, of the immense strength lying dormant inside him. And just like that, his power awakens, not for personal glory, but for the service of Rama. And his devotion was just absolute. There's this incredible moment after the big victory. Sita gifts him this priceless pearl necklace as a reward. But what does he do? He starts breaking open each pearl, one by one, looking inside. When everyone asks him what on earth he's doing, he gives this amazing answer. For me, an object has no value if Rama is not in it. So there he is, breaking these precious pearls. The court starts mocking him, asking, well, is Rama inside you too? And Hanuman, without a second thought, prepares to give them the ultimate proof. And what happens next is just, wow. He literally tears open his own chest, and the entire court is just stunned into silence. Because inside, they don't see what you'd expect. They see a divine vision of Lord Rama and Mother Sita residing right there in his heart.
This wasn't just a metaphor, you guys. It was a literal, physical demonstration that his entire being was a temple for his Lord. Incredible, right? But his story doesn't end there, not by a long shot. His service was about to become eternal. Which brings us to his eternal presence today. Lord Rama was so moved by this absolute devotion that he granted Hanuman a very special boon. He made him a Chiranjeevi. And what's a Chiranjeevi? Well, it's an immortal being, someone destined to stay right here on Earth through the entire current age, the Kali Yuga. His job? To protect devotees and keep the flame of righteousness alive. We can still connect with that protective grace today. It's not about complicated rituals. It can be as simple as just thinking of him. That's daily remembrance. Or reciting the Hanuman Chalisa, a beautiful 40-verse hymn. Even just chanting the name of Rama, Ram Nam, connects you to the very source of Hanuman's power. It's about tapping into that same current of strength to help us overcome our own obstacles. So, what does this all mean for us? I think Hanuman's story leaves us with a really powerful question to think about. What if the greatest strength isn't about what we can lift, but who we can serve? His life is this incredible testament to the idea that true, unbreakable power isn't found in personal might, but in the limitless strength that comes from selfless devotion.